What's going on, guys? Michigan Man Rob here, and today I am at a very amazing church. What you guys are seeing right behind me has a ton of history, and you're about to find out. Stay tuned, guys. The Methodist Episcopal Church and circuit riding Methodist ministers held religious services in Polkton Township during the 1830s and 1840s. The class was organized in Somerville in 1840. In 1876, the Methodists purchased this building, which had been built in 1862 as a hops barn, and renovated it as a church. They constructed a belfry and installed pews and stained glass windows in pointed frames in this church. In 1913, the Old Rugged Cross was sung in its entirety for the first time. The following year, the Methodists purchased the nearby Baptist church, selling this building to John Phillips, who used it as a storage barn. In 1998, the Polkton United Methodist Church reacquired the church for restoration. The Old Rugged Cross. In January 1913, the Reverend Leroy O. Bostwick, assisted by the Reverend George Bernard of Albion, held a series of religious revivals at the Polkton Methodist Episcopal Church. Before the event, the Dowagiac Daily News predicted a large attendance, announcing Mr. Bernard is a sweet singer and a splendid gospel preacher. Bernard had begun composing the hymn, The Old Rugged Cross, while in Albion the previous year. He completed the hymn here in preparation for the revival services. During the revival, it was sung publicly for the first time by the Polkton Methodist Episcopal Church choir. Impressed by Bernard's hymn, the Reverend and Mrs. Bostwick financed its first printing. The Old Rugged Cross quickly became one of the most popular hymns in the United States. And this is the Old Rugged Cross Church. Wow, this is beautiful. Wow. So, how long did it take for you guys to restore this place?
To date, it's been 20 years.
Wow.
And we are not quite finished. The inside is pretty much finished now, but we still have to put the stonework around the perimeter of the new foundation. This room here was built in 1862 as a hops barn for drying and storing hops.
Oh, wow.
The hops industry didn't take off the way the farmer had hoped, so in 1876, this building was sold to a group who had been meeting in each other's homes, and they turned it into a church. They added the last section, which is a two-story section. They used the lower level as a kitchen. The adult Sunday school classes met in there. Women's ladies' aid meetings were held in there. And the upper level was for the kids' Sunday school classes. In 1913, the pastor was Reverend Leroy Bostwick, and he invited his good friend George Bernard to come and help him with the revival. And when George Bernard came, he brought with him the hymn he was currently writing, which was the Old Rugged Cross. And at that time, they feel he had probably two verses and the chorus, first version of all of that anyhow. And he wrote the next two verses and put all the finishing touches on it and introduced it here then for the very first time at that revival. And then he taught it to the choir, which was a quartet, and a violinist and an organist. And They played it then several times throughout that revival. Revivals in those days evidently went a lot longer because according to the Dowagiac newspaper articles, it went at least 3 weeks. So, but...
Wow, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, the year after that, this congregation bought what had been the Baptist church across the street, moved everything out of here into that church, and sold this then to one of their trustees, who was a local farmer. He came in, tore out the sanctuary floor, and brought in livestock and turned it back into a barn. So it was used then as a barn for the next 83 years.
Wow.
The last portion of which was just storage, totally neglected. My husband and I bought it in 1998.
Oh, so you own it?
No,
Oh.
we bought it, and then we formed the Old Red Cross Foundation. We felt very
Okay,
strongly
cool.
that God wanted this brought back to being a church. We weren't sure why, but we felt it very strongly. It had been defiled. It had horrible graffiti written on the walls, and it had become a kids' clubhouse for a lot of generations. In fact,
I
we
can
have
imagine how it would be,
those rain had rotted those out. The original windows were destroyed, first by kids throwing rocks through them, and then the farmer took them out and stacked them first in the room back here, and then when the kids were breaking them, jumping on them, he moved what was left upstairs, and that didn't help, and they finally were taken out by the fellow that we bought the building from.
that's amazing you say that this is.
The walls were underground and the studs were rotted from the bottom up. Over here in this wall, you can see how the contractor went about repairing each of those studs. He would cut off the rotten part and then place the tendon in new wood and connect it with wooden dowel rods instead of using any metal bolts or anything. We were able to duplicate the original windows. We found bits and pieces, broken pieces, so that we could determine what the original pattern was. And then when the fellow we bought from died, his girlfriend inherited everything, and she contacted us and gave us 3 boxes of pieces of art. And he and his son duplicated all of these.
Oh, it's
to look
original.
like the original.
So
So
this was an original one here.
they were going to originally cost us over $3,000 a piece to get them duplicated,
Really? Oh, you mean the whole pew?
the whole pew.
I see.
But John Sindelar said if we would pay for the materials, he would donate his and his son's labor. So,
Was for the people that had them?
yes,
Oh, the
well,
barn then?
the pulpit and the altar table had been taken across to the other church and left there. The organ had ended up out into the community. An antique dealer refinished it, and then a couple from Niles bought it. And when we bought the church, the guy that had bought the organ had gone to school with my husband, so he contacted him and he said, "We have that original organ. If you want it," he says, "when you're ready for it, we'll sell it to you for what we have in it." So Bob was telling some of the guys about it, and one of them gave me the money, said, "You better go get it now, or it may not be available later." So we stored it in our house for several years until the dust settled enough here that we could bring it over.
Very nice. So beautiful.
Wow.
You did a fantastic job.
We had a fantastic contractor. The piano is not original to this church, but it was built in November of 1910. So it is from the period of when this was a church.
That's great.
Was the stove originally here?
It is not. That is an original round oak stove, which those were made in Dowagiac. We figure that's probably what they had here, similar to. We do know from a written document that there was a black potbelly stove that used to sit out here in the middle of the aisle.
That's
And,
just in the middle of the aisle?
yeah, That
I know a lot of
made heat a lot
schoolhouses
more.
used to do that in
Yeah.
central.
And that the pipe going out to it put out a lot of heat, so that would help to heat the room. But according to the written document, there was a crack in the side of the stove. But when we had that delivered, that was donated. When it was delivered, we had it sitting in the middle of the aisle so that it would look more authentic. But that night we had a concert, and people couldn't see around the stove to see the two gals. We had, and we rented it for weddings, but we made it available to anybody who wants to have a funeral or a memorial service. All we ask is that they add us as one of the charities to be, for memorial gifts. We occasionally have a special celebration. We used to have it every year. We started having celebrations every year. And as soon as the church had a floor, we started holding it here. Now we've about 105 years, and this year we're having one in September. We had one in this room celebrated its 150th year, because it was built during the Civil War. And we had one to celebrate the 100 years since the hymn had been introduced. But this year is 105 years since the hymn was introduced. So we'll be having a celebration in September. And what we do this year, the pastor who will do the sermon is from the United Church of Christ in Niles, St. John's.
So look at the cross.
Oh, wow.
That's a cross that used to be out by the road with a stone. There used to be an alleyway through here that was never officially closed. And so the church across the street always kept a cross like that and a stone. From 1940 on, there was a stone with the original choir members' names. The last person who owned the house, which sat back here where the garden is now, didn't like any of that, didn't like anything church related, and so whenever we would plant things around the cross, he'd mow them down. He was a very colorful fellow. He also destroyed that house, and the church across the street ended up buying the house, they owned the garden back here, right across the garden.
So is the cross here the one that was here when it was before it was a barn and everything?
No.
Oh.
No. They never had a cross here until after
Oh,
George Bernard introduced the hymn, and then once the hymn became popular, they decided to erect a cross in honor of the hymn.
That's awesome.
Actually, I seen her video. I seen her video on YouTube. It's saying there's something that's
Okay.
something over the cross.
Yeah.
That's cool, because I seen on YouTube that when I looked up the net to song, it was her and her sister sitting at that piano playing that song. Singing the song.
These are the Spaniels. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they are a fantastic group. Billy Shelton is the last of the original Spaniels. He's 84 years old, still going strong. And they wrote the song, "Good Night, Sweetheart, Well."
Oh, sure.
Wow.
They're a doo-wop.
And they live here?
They live in the Chicago Hammond
Oh,
area. They come here every year to do a concert. They're going to do one in September. This is my husband back here behind you.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. That's beautiful work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And they're the ones that made it famous. But, and then of course, Shananaki and all
Yeah,
of
I
them.
remember the show that was showing up in.
In fact, Billy had a
He's gonna get bothered.
Yeah, when Billy was here the last time, we had a picture of him and Bowser together.
Really?
Yeah, and that was, I never recognized
that?
Bowser. He's
Oh, yeah.
not
Sure.
anything like he used to.
Doesn't have
Oh, yeah.
Back here, everybody's back there in the t-shirt with the roll up sleeves in there.
Yeah, he got it away too. Like he just had
Beautiful.
a face that just didn't look like Bowser. But the mom.
It's an amazing, amazing place.
There's an article about him restoring this. This is wonderful what you guys have done to
Yeah, you guys did an amazing job on this place. It's beautiful.
Bob worked with our contractor on every phase of the restoration. So
Is this the original floor?
This is the original 1876 floor, yes.
Wow, that is beautiful.
And because each board is concave, Bob had to sand every board with a little belt sander because you couldn't use a big disc sander without.
Wow.
There was a job.
All Michigan.
Cox, I don't know if you've ever heard of Donnie Cox. He has a Christian radio station.
I've
And
heard the name, but I don't know where it's listening to.
he's been trying to get the Old Rugged Cross made as the Michigan state hymn.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It should be.
it really should. I mean, that's.
Before and after picture.
The guy that
Wow.
wrote that song, Old Rugged Cross.
Where's the original class?
Everybody knows Old Rugged Cross.
You would think so, although when we were getting started, we had reporters from South Bend that came up to do articles and young people, and they'd never heard of it.
Oh, well, yeah, I can imagine the
Yeah.
younger people were not knowing it.
We had a celebration celebrating 100 years, and we invited 2 young students from southwestern Michigan to play to sing the tenor and bass parts. And they kept asking me to send them the music. And I said, we're not doing any fancy arrangement. It's just, out of any hymnal. They kept wanting, so I finally sent them a copy out of one of the hymnals, and found out they'd never sung it before. They'd never heard it before.
Never even heard of it.
And I thought, wow. And they were music majors. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, times have.
Yeah, we have a booth there every year. And,
If you live in Michigan area, you could definitely come out to the Cass County Fair and see the Old Rugged Cross. Is this the original bell right here?
no, that's the bell from the school that used to be here in Pocatello.
The church, but you can't go up there. She said have regulations. You can't let people go up there. But this is this
Okay, if we film on it.
Wow. It is so beautiful how they
Beautiful.
saved this. This must go down to the basement, or
No, the
or is
only
that-
entrance to the new crawl space is outside, but this is my closet.
Oh, it's a closet.
Oh, okay.
I thought it went to the basement.
Modern cleaning supplies.
Gotta hide all that.
Make sure you guys definitely hit that like, hit that share, and definitely hit that subscribe button. This was an amazing place, and if you guys ever are in Dowagiac, Michigan, you gotta come and check out the Old Rugged Cross Church. It's free of charge. It's beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys.